What's up, Bills Mafia? I have the big three for you for the Buffalo Bills versus the New York Giants this Sunday night. But before we get to that, let's get to that intro.
This is PZ Music.
Welcome to the Mafia Sports Report. I am Tommy. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell because I always forget to tell you. Well, Bills Mafia, I have the big three for you for this Buffalo Bills Giants game Sunday night in Buffalo. And yes, this is going to be a new segment I do called the Big Three. So let's get this thing going. So first, we're going to go with the big three keys to Bills victory versus the New York Giants. By the way, shout out to Bills Wire for creating this article. All right, let's get this thing going. Keep the pressure on Tyrod Taylor. Now that the Giants starting quarterback Daniel Jones has been ruled out for Sunday night's affair, Buffalo will have to turn its attention towards trying to put pressure on Tyrod Taylor. While Jones has not been very good this season, Taylor most likely is a downgrade. For the season, the Giants have given up 30 sacks, which is the most sacks given up in the league, including this week's Thursday night football game. More to the point, the Giants will be missing key offensive linemen like Andrew Thomas, so the Bills should be able to take advantage of a weakened offensive line. No doubt about it. Listen, the Bills are going to get after Tyrod Taylor. He's a mobile quarterback. Don't get me wrong. That's why I don't think we're going to break any kind of record because he can get away from some sacks. But we are definitely going to get our hands on him and put a lot of pressure on him. The Giants right now are they have a lot of injuries going on the offensive line, especially on the offensive line. And they're just not a good team right now. They're not in sync. I do expect the Buffalo Bills to put a lot of pressure on Tyrod Taylor. Now, will that result in a whole bunch of sacks? I'm going to say no, but I'll take that back. I'm going to go with the under 10. I'm going to go with about 9, which is a lot. Guys, that's a lot, right? I'm just talking about like record-setting sacks. Like, I don't think we get to Tyrod that much, like where we're setting records, of sacks in the game. But I could see 8 or 9. But like I said, Tyrod is elusive, man. The dude can get out of harm's way. We know he played for Buffalo. So let's get this thing going with the next one. Three keys to victory. That is run the football. The Bills are committed to passing the football given their pairing of star quarterback Josh Allen and superstar wide receiver Stephon Diggs. However, given the projected weather for Sunday night's game, Buffalo may need to rethink its strategy. As of right now, the weather is supposed to be rainy at the time of the game. That, combined with the fact that Buffalo is more than a 2-touchdown favorite over the Giants, running the football may be the best plan of attack against an undermanned Giants squad. Yes, but this is the Buffalo Bills, and we go against the grain. Right? When they say it's snowing and windy in Buffalo and we should run the ball, we like to pass it 50 times. That's the story of the Buffalo Bills. I don't understand. I thought it would change when Ken Dorsey got here. But no, it just seems to be the same. We just like to do what we want to do. Which is sometimes is nonsense. But I agree. You got to run the football here. You got to be at least balanced. And I do expect, and I'm hoping that Ken Dorsey does run the ball here, especially if the conditions aren't the best. Go ahead and get Murray in there early. I keep saying it, and I'll say it again. Murray should be in there early on. In fact, in my personal opinion, and you guys might go, boo, I think Latavius Murray should actually get the start over Cook. That doesn't mean get more snaps, or get more rushing attempts than James Cook. I'm just saying I think he should start over James Cook, meaning lead the way in the first quarter running the football, soften up that defensive line, then get Cook going in that first quarter midway through. And then from there on out, you kind of get Cook going in more and more rushing attempts. That's how Cook actually, if you go back and look at the games that Cook's rushed well, that's the best strategy. You go ahead and get Murray in there early, and that softens up the defensive line. But hey, nobody listens to me, right? I don't know. I don't know. Hey, I'm just a guy doing a podcast. All right, next up, end the game early, which I'll talk about that in a minute. The Bills know never underestimate their opponent, but it's clear that the Giants will be a lesser opponent against Buffalo. The amount of players that New York will be missing is extensive, and as such, the Bills could have a chance to put the game away early. What makes this goal important is that if Buffalo handles its business from the beginning of the game, they may be able to give some of their main players some rest and not expose them to unnecessary hits. One player who could use some extra run, given the second goal, could be running back James Cook. Yeah. So, story of the Buffalo Bills. I don't know what it is, man, against opponents like lesser opponents or games that we should take care of business. Sometimes we take a while to take care of business, and the games are relatively close when they shouldn't be. Now this season, I will say we have done a better job. If you go back to week 2, 3, and 4, 3 straight weeks we've had Kyle Allen in there. So not bad. I mean, I'm not going to hate that, but the games were also close to start. And then we pulled away in the fourth quarter. And you saw Kyle Allen go in there like late in the fourth quarter. But this Giants team, I would like to jump on them early, right? Like get a nice lead and just go for their throats, and then have, you know, early in the fourth quarter, the second stringers come in while the game is out of reach for the Giants. I would like to see that, because this game here should be a get right game for the Buffalo Bills. It absolutely should be. If this game is close at halftime, I'm going to be so disappointed in this team's effort, because there's no excuse now. You're back at home. You're well rested. The Giants are not a good team. And not only are they not a good team, they're missing a whole bunch of players, right? They don't even have their starting quarterback. No offense to Tyrod Taylor. I love Tyrod Taylor, but and I don't know. Jesus, is Daniel Jones much better? I mean, I guess. But that Giants team, either way, they're a bad team. And if this Buffalo Bills team can't get it right versus the New York Giants, then I'm gonna explode. I am going to lose my shit. I really am, because there's no excuse after this. There really isn't. I'm sorry. I know we're missing key players. We are too. Let's not get that twisted. Matt Milano out for the season, right? Trey White out for the season. Daquan Jones out for the season, pretty much. I mean, they're saying they're hopeful maybe Daquan and Milano could come back for a playoff run, but you know, Micah Hyde, we were confident with Micah Hyde maybe as well, and you guys saw what happened with that. Now, if we beat the Bengals, Micah Hyde would have came back, but man, it's AFC Championship by that time. We need these guys down the stretch, and they're not going to be available. But that being said, even without those guys, we're still a way better team, and we should have no issues against the Giants. Now, let's get to the next big three, and that is the big three causes for concerns against the Giants. So let's see what the causes for concerns are against these Giants. All right, first up, cause for concern, Dable's insights. Oh, Brian Dable. Brian Dable's coming home. He'll probably get a nice and fuzzy welcome. But Dable does know the Bills. He knows quarterback Josh Allen in and out, talents and flaws. There could be some insights Dable takes from his time as Buffalo's offensive coordinator to beat the Bills. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. He definitely, listen, if anyone knows Josh Allen, it's Brian Dable. Brian Dable knows his strengths and weaknesses, no doubt about it. And he knows this offensive coordinator, Ken Dorsey, and he knows the offensive playbook because it's his. Um, Listen, this playbook has not changed. It's a matter of fact, to me, it's dummied down. It's Brian. It's almost like Brian Dable just said, you know what, Ken, man, I'm gonna leave this here for you. Do what you want with it. And Ken took it and said, thanks. And then just took a bunch of any creativity that was thrown in there from Dable. He took it right out of that playbook. Um, and I was expecting so much more from Ken Dorsey. Now, mind you, it's only year 2 now for Ken Dorsey. He could have, maybe he hasn't opened up his side of the playbook yet. That Ken Dorsey wrote actually plays that he created, that he sprinkled in there, some creativity. I'm waiting on it. I definitely am. Because I still believe in Ken Dorsey. I think he's a smart dude, man. But he has not shown that side of it yet as far as being an offensive coordinator. He has not shown the creativity that a lot of good to great offensive coordinators have. It's either he's holding back because he's nervous of doing it, or he's holding back because he doesn't trust the players, or he just doesn't have them. But yeah, going back on Brian Dable in this offense, most certainly he knows the ins and outs of this offense. 100%. Not only does he know Josh Allen, he knows Stephon Diggs, he knows Gabe Davis, he knows Dawson Knox, which Dawson Knox probably won't play, but we'll find out. But he knows this team very, very well. He knows the offensive line. So yeah, there is a little advantage for that for Brian Dable, but that's still it should not matter. It should not matter at all. The Buffalo Bills should still handle their business against the Giants. All right, next up, cause for concern. Tyrod's an unknown. Another late headline added to this one, Tyrod Taylor's revenge. With Daniel Jones out due to a neck injury, Taylor now starts for the first time against the Bills. That's going to be fun, a fun storyline. However, on the field, Taylor is something new. What's he capable of? The NFL doesn't know. We haven't seen him with the Giants. We will Sunday. The unknown can be scary. I'm not too concerned. I'm not. Listen, Tyrod Taylor. I love the dude when he first signed with Buffalo Bills way back when Rex Ryan was head coach. He earned his spot to be starting quarterback. I think he was like third on the depth chart when he initially got here, and I was rooting for the guy. I saw the potential in the guy when he played for the Ravens, and man, his first year was so fun. Even though we lost, it wasn't a winning season or anything, but it was just something different. He was mobile. He wasn't scared to take chances downfield. And for some reason, that all changed later in his career in Buffalo. He got timid. He took a lot of checkdowns. He just wasn't the same Tyrod. And I don't know what happened there with him. But regardless, he did get us. He got us to the playoffs. He broke the drought, the 17 season drought. And that was when McDermott was here as head coach his first year. So I always have loved Tyrod Taylor no matter what. And he's had some bad luck since leaving the Buffalo Bills. I mean, man, got his lung pierced by a doctor. When he was with Cleveland, he got benched. I mean, like when he was supposed to start, like he's had just some bad luck all around the NFL. And it's crazy that the Buffalo Bills have never faced Tyrod Taylor since leaving because he's been gone a long time. But here he goes. But I do think I don't think it's an unknown. We know what Tyrod Taylor brings to football. We know what he brings as a quarterback. I don't think the Bills are going to be shocked by anything Tyrod Taylor does for the Giants on Sunday night. This is just us, the Buffalo Bills just need to get pressure on Tyrod Taylor. Put pressure in his face, let him make mistakes. And we should have no issues with Tyrod Taylor. It's not like Tyrod Taylor is, a total unknown where, he's out of the XFL. We've never seen him play. We don't know what to expect. You know what to expect when it comes to Tyrod Taylor. He's not going to take chances, right? He's going to throw short passes easy. He's going to take what the defense is giving him. And that's what Tyrod Taylor's career has been like later on. Like, he's not what he was when he first got here in Buffalo, where he actually took chances. He doesn't do that no more. So next up, causes for concerns. Running it won't be easy. The Bills play their best on offense when they can run the ball. Well, the Giants have some guys that are good at stopping it. New York allows under 100 yards per game on the ground, 92.2. Their defensive tackles are a big reason why. Dexter Lawrence grades as the best run defender in the NFL at tackle, according to Pro Football Focus metrics. Overall, Lawrence's mark is at 91.2 at PFF, second best in the NFL. Next to him is Leonard Williams, who's at 76.1, 17th. That duo can make the Bills' offense one-dimensional. It could, and we may not even run the ball, even though we still should, against the Giants. And listen, it's not always about how great you do on the ground. It's about keeping the defense honest. So if you like, when we played the Giants, for instance, James Cook ran the ball 12 times. I think he averaged 2.7 yards per carry, something terrible like that. But the fact that he had 12 rushing attempts kept that Miami defense honest, kept them playing the run, and that opened up play action passes. So I'm all good with that, but you can't just go away from the run completely. I don't care if the Giants are stuffing him, if he's only getting a yard, 2, 3 here. We're going to eventually break down that defensive line. And that's another reason why I say you should put Murray in there earlier, because Murray is a bruiser. And he may only get 3 yards, 4 yards, 2, 3, but he's going to slowly break and chip away that defensive line, where James Cook then can get some holes because the offensive line is pushing that defensive line that's been bruised up a little bit. And that's where James couldn't get going. But what do I know, right? But yes, I still think you should run the ball, regardless if they're a good run defense or not. You need to run the ball. That will open up play action better. You also need to run the ball under center. You need to have Josh Allen under center. Stop doing the shotgun draws. They do not work. Clearly, they don't. Everybody says it around the league. Everybody says it on Bills Mafia. Everybody says it on these podcasts. I'm not the only one. The chat says it when we're on live. Like, Ken Dorsey, wake up, look at the stats, understand what's going on, go under center a little bit more. I'm not saying go under center 100 times. I'm not saying that. But just go under center a little bit more than what you're normally doing. That also helps play action way better. Look at Josh Allen's stats under center and play action. He's one of the best quarterbacks under center in play action. One of the best. And we barely do it. It's mind-boggling. But maybe Ken Dorsey eventually wakes up and understands that this is the method to success. This is how it works. This is what will win games. This is what will have good long drives, play action passes, under center. This is how running backs will actually pick up some positive yards instead of negative. Just saying. So that was it for the article, guys. So that is the big three. What do you guys think about the big three? I'm going to do that shit every weekend, man. I think it's fun. Keys and causes, right? Keys to success to win and causes for concern. So I'm going to do this big three every weekend, probably Friday or Saturday. So look for this every Friday or Saturday. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. By the way, what is your big three, keys and causes? I want to know. Comment below and let me know. By the way, at 2:00 today, 2:00 is Fantasy Kingdom for all y'all fantasy football nerds out there. Mikey and Howie are going to be doing a live start or sit. You don't want to miss that. And at 6:00, AFC East Shakedown is going to be on Ace Per Head this weekend. So you all know who that is. That's Curtis. He's my buddy. Ace Per Head. If you don't know who he is, his channel link is in my homepage. So if you go to my homepage on YouTube, you will see Friends of the Mafia Sports Report or Family of Mafia Sports Report. You will see Ace Per Head. You click it, you will see the show. go ahead and subscribe to his channel. Go ahead and get notification when the show starts today at 6 o'clock. Other than that, oh, real quick, guys, I keep telling y'all, if y'all join the Mafia Sports Report, it's only $4.99 a month, and you get exclusive content. I'm going to be doing 1 to 2 videos a week only for members. Y'all don't want to miss that. And by the way, it helps the channel. It's only $4.99 a month. It will help this channel grow. I'm trying to do big things here. I'm trying to get more people, more content creators on this platform. So help me out with that. And Bills Mafia, I love you. And as always, go Bills. I'm out of here. Peace.